Alright, so before I get to this video, I want to let y'all niggas know I dropped the music tape. You know what I'm saying? It's my birthday, so by the time y'all seen this, was around like 11:50 or some shit, 12 o'clock. The tape will be out. Go listen to the shit. It got some fire shit. It got 80s vibe. It got trap vibe. All that. Go tune in. Be out. Now, the first time we see Franky is when he was getting robbed by a couple of M-Block members. Now, Lil E, the crazy nigga of the series, tried to make this nigga Franky strip, but Franky was not going at all. Nigga said, fuck that shit. But he did make one nigga strip, and that was T-Man duck ass. Well, a whole son. So, of course, Franky not abiding by the rules, he got shot. And next thing you know, he landed in the hospital. And his adopted brother Scrap went to go visit him. Now him and Scrap, they brothers, but they just adopted. They lived in an orphanage together. And ever since, he just been looking over Scrap since he was young. So basically, they damn near blood. Now, of course, all the love that Scrap got for Franky, he wanted to go slide about that shit. Franky told him don't do it. But shit, Scrap ain't listen. And this right here is what caused the war. But personally, I think Lil E brought this shit on himself. Now, y'all remember the little youngin' T-Man I was telling y'all about a minute ago, right? Well, this right here is his best friend's little brother, Terry. Now, back in the day, Terry ended up getting killed by some cops on a high-speed chase. And ever since, Franky been looking over T-Man, making sure he wasn't doing no wrong in the streets and shit. You know, he was just being loyal. Shit, that's the least he could do. But when T-Man was younger, nobody never told him about how his older brother died. So this is the first time that Franky ever told him. But Franky, being the wise OG that he is, he told T-Man to keep his head up, and he gotta keep his legacy alive no matter what. Now, the same nigga that ended up shooting Franky is the same nigga that killed OG Slim, another OG from the Goodfellas, and he ended up killing his nephew, Claiborne. And after that, shit started to hit the fan. The war was really kicked up from there. And this nigga Lil E ended up sliding on T-Man. He shot at T-Man, but he eventually ended up missing. And after this, that nigga Franky had enough. He said, fuck that. He was trying to get back. So for this mission, Franky was going to need an advanced killer. And that advanced killer was John John. That nigga Franky decided enough was a fucking enough. So he decided to hit up John John. And he decided to bring T-Man along with him too. So T-Man could get some experience from killing. So he could be ready in the war, I guess. Now somehow, Franky ended up getting a drop on some young 1200 member. The next thing you know, John John and T-Man slid over there to go kill him. After T-Man caught that body, Franky decided it was best for T-Man to go to the country for a while and live out there. You know, cause shit was about to get hot. And they was gonna be looking for that nigga. And that nigga wasn't really built for the streets to be shooting at niggas while shooting at him. Of course. And did I mention during those course of weeks, John John ended up getting shot in the face by 1200 Breed. But somehow, god damn, niggas always somehow. But somehow this nigga John John ended up finding the drop on some M-Block members at the park. So being that Franky was trying to win this war, he didn't take no chances. He told that nigga Maxwell and Scrap to go slide over there right now. Immediately. When them niggas had sled, shit, they got straight to business. Scrap ended up getting shot in his leg, but he ended up killing somebody too. Some young nigga from M-Block. Now on this night, Franky decided it was time to win the war. For good. And for once. Man, these niggas went on a whole kill spree. That nigga John John shot dog off the shit. Whatever you call it, but bitch start flying down. You hear me? Shit crazy. And we can't forget about this nigga Maxwell. I did a documentary on him, so check that out. That bitch shot that nigga down too. Man, they was just out here killing shit, but I can't even talk. This shit's so crazy. Goodfellas damn near took over the city. Everybody ain't want to get stepped on, so shit, they joined them. You know what I'm saying? If you can't beat them, shit, join them. And now that the war was over, Franky finally got back in contact with his plug, Carmine. Now the plug wasn't sure about giving him the work fresh off of war. He don't really believe that Franky could get all that shit off and get all that money back. And shit, me personally, me either. I don't think that shit either. Fuck that nigga. But yeah, anyways, now since Franky has taken over the streets, he went on some get down and lay down shit. If you ain't fucking with our game, you shouldn't be at Riverside. He made that a statement with a young kid who was trying to sell some weed on his block. Straight smoked him. Damn.